Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Gigi, and tonight I'm going to tell you guys a story about a poltergeist that haunted the Murphy family back in Ireland for many years. So this is the story of the Cooneen Ghost that was haunting the Murphy family back in the early 20th century. This ghost, the Cooneen Ghost, haunted a widow, Miss Murphy, along with her 5 daughters and her son. Miss Murphy was a widow. Her husband had died in a freak accident. Shortly after her husband's accident, the family was plagued by this poltergeist. The haunting started not too long after the freak accident. The paranormal activity started with knocking at the door, constant knocking at the door. When someone in the family would go answer the door, no one would be there. The noises then became more frequent. The knocking at the door, the knocking on windows, constant knocking at the doors. And no one would ever be at those doors or those windows. Above the house, there was an area, a room, where they used as storage for hay. It was only accessible by a stone staircase that adjoined to the farmhouse. No one should have been up there, and they would constantly hear footsteps creaking above them. They would go up there to check, and no one would be there. The Murphys then called over friends to come and listen to the noises, just to, show that, hey, it's not just us that's hearing these things, like we're not crazy. So they would call over family and friends to come check out the noises, and they would sit there and just listen to the noises together. Things started getting worse as the noises, the bangs, everything would get louder. Then they started seeing plates and pots and pans start flying across the kitchen. Things start flying across the room. Mrs. Murphy had witnessed sheets in the bedroom coming up off the bed and going back down as if someone was making a bed. Things started getting so bad that Mrs. Murphy decided to contact the church. She called in Father Coyle. Father Coyle came and he performed 2 exorcisms to try to get this poltergeist out of the house. His exorcisms didn't work. Things just got worse. Things got so bad that the Murphys, they were just living in terror. They were living just misery with this poltergeist constantly throwing plates and smashing plates against the wall, and the deafening sounds of someone moaning and groaning. Things just got so bad. After a while, their friends and some family started accusing them of practicing witchcraft. There were claims that Mrs. Murphy's son found a book called The Legions of Doom out in the forest somewhere, and they're claiming that he started, practicing witchcraft from that book. So Of course, they started blaming the son for calling this poltergeist into their families' lives. It got so bad, the poltergeist just got worse and worse. And Mrs. Murphy's son, he started to become obsessed with the spirit world. So they're saying with this obsession that maybe Mrs. Murphy's son called upon this demonic spirit. Like I said, things got worse and worse. This poltergeist is just angry and just mad. So the Murphys finally decide to move and go to America. So the Murphys, they board this ship to come here to America. And while on the ship, they're noticing that this spirit, this demon, has followed them on the boat. The demon is throwing things, making noises, loud groans and screams. It was so bad that the captain of the ship had to threaten the family that if they didn't stop with the noise, that he would put them off the ship. He didn't put them off the ship. They ended up making it to America, but this spirit still was around. So this spirit followed them from Ireland to America. Eventually in time, the poltergeist decided to calm down and things finally went back to normal for the family. But one of the girls was so terrorized and so mentally disturbed that she ended up spending the rest of her life in a mental institution. The Cooneen Ghost Story is one of the most popular, if not the most popular ghost story in Ireland. It is said that this house is still haunted to this day. And keep in mind that this house is not just haunted by any ghosts. You know, ghosts are usually people who have passed on, who may weren't ready to pass on yet, or for whatever reason they're still in this realm. But the ghost at the Cooneen house is actually a poltergeist, an evil spirit that likes to throw things and tries to hurt people. So this is a much more dangerous ghost. Thank you guys for tuning in. Please make sure to like, share, and subscribe to my channel, as I will be coming to you with more ghost stories, more scary stories, more mysterious stories. And I'm also going to be pursuing my ghost hunting. So I would like to take you all with me on that journey. So please tune in, subscribe, and hit that little bell so that you can keep up with the notifications when I post online.